Welcome back to Mugiwarya, the only channel that gives love to your favorite pirates while also roasting them when they deserve it. Because let's face it, the Straw Hats are legends, but every one of them has taken an L so loud the entire Grand Line heard it. So today, we're going through every Straw Hat crew member's biggest loss, the moment that humbled them, broke them, or just made fans collectively say, damn. Let's jump in. Zoro, the humble slice of reality. Zoro is a menace, no doubt, but we cannot forget the moment this man went up against Mihawk, declared he would never lose again, and then got absolutely diced like sashimi. Mihawk didn't even use two hands. He disrespected Zoro with a butter knife. The worst part? Zoro was dead serious, and Mihawk looked like he was bored the entire time. It was humbling, painful, and honestly, the moment Zoro's legend really began. Sanji, Whole Cake Island, Romantic Tragedy Edition. Sanji's biggest L came wrapped in a wedding suit and emotional trauma. Whole Cake Island was less of an arc and more of a psychological thriller, starring Sanji getting manipulated, kidnapped, betrayed by his own family, and then nearly married off by Big Mom. The guy tried to leave the crew to protect them, ended up crying over food in the rain, and baked the greatest cake of all time for the villain. Bro's loyalty is unmatched, but the level of pain, off the charts. Usopp, the great going merry meltdown. Now Usopp, the goat of growth, has one of the most painful L's when he challenged Luffy over the going merry. He knew he couldn't win, but he still fought for what he believed in, and got smoked. No hockey, no chance, just ego and emotion. But what makes this L powerful is how real it was. That wasn't just a fight, it was heartbreak. And when Usopp tried to come back without apologizing, he really thought Luffy would just say, "Welcome home. Bro, come on now." Nami, the Arlong tax plan. Nami's L wasn't a single moment. It was her entire childhood. Imagine grinding for years, stealing from pirates, just to free your village. And it turns out Arlong rigged the deal the whole time. All that work, gone in one moment. She was literally crying while stabbing her own arm in frustration. Luffy walking in and giving Arlong the smoke was a turning point. But before that, Nami was living in Elville, population, her. Chopper, the Sakura treatment. Chopper's been cooking with those medical skills, but early on, he got clowned. Man joined the crew thinking he'd be a monster doctor, and fans treated him like the ship's pet. His worst L was honestly being stuck in the background for entire arcs, and don't even get me started on the emergency food jokes. He's grown a lot, but at one point he had more merchandise than actual relevance. Robin, the CP9 collapse. Robin's biggest L wasn't her fault. It was her entire life. But let's focus on the moment where she let herself get dragged away by CP9, thinking she could save the crew by disappearing. Her "I want to live" moment is iconic, but before that, she was basically ghosting everyone and preparing to die. The world government gaslit her into silence, and for a while, she believed she didn't deserve freedom. That was a tragic L, until the Straw Hats said otherwise. Frankie, the briefcase beatdown. Frankie got cooked when CP9 came for the blueprints and made him look helpless. Man got hit with such force he probably saw flashbacks of Tom. But the real L? Getting stripped and embarrassed by Robin during the Ennie's lobby escape. And then his whole "I won't join the crew" act got ruined when they stole his drawers and forced him on board. Ultimate reverse Uno card. Brook, Soul King with no dignity. Brooks had a rough afterlife. The man is a rock star swordsman and ghost skeleton, but he also spent 50 years alone, then got folded multiple times by enemies who barely took him seriously. His biggest L? Probably losing his shadow to Moria and getting bullied by Ryuma, or maybe asking to see Nami's panties every episode. Take your pick. Still, somehow he makes it work. Jinbei, the delayed entry. Jinbei's biggest L. taking about 400 chapters to officially join the crew. He had the resume, the power, the honor, but man was always not yet. He told Luffy, "I'll join later." So many times it felt like a running joke. Finally, when he did show up in Wano, he was like, "Yo, I'm here!" And everyone had to pretend it was normal. Still a legend, though. Bonus. Luffy, the ace tragedy. And yeah, even the captain has an L. Luffy's biggest heartbreak was losing Ace at Marineford. He tried everything, broke into Impel Down, fought an army, took a punch from the strongest man alive, and still couldn't save him. That moment changed Luffy forever. It was more than an L. It was a reset. So yeah, even legends take losses. But the best thing about the Straw Hats? They always bounce back. Comment down below. Which L hurt the most? And who do you think still has their biggest loss coming? And of course, follow and subscribe to Mugiwarya for more deep dives, recaps, and disrespectful truths about the world of One Piece. Catch you in the next one. Peace.